Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I am Muhammad Abdul Habib. Welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I will be explaining a problem under the chapter depreciation. It's a chapter for intermediate second year students of Telangana, and the weightage for this chapter is for 7 marks. A problem will be coming for 5 marks, or a problem or a theory will be coming for 2 marks. Let us have a question. Page number 38, question number 6. Karthik and company bought a machine on 1st January 2008 for rupees 1 lakh. So who is purchasing the asset here? Karthik and company, they are purchasing an asset and the name of the asset is machinery. They are purchasing the asset on 1st January 2008 for rupees 1 lakh. So what is the cost of the asset? It is given as 1 lakh. Depreciation is provided at 15% under straight line method. So on this machine that they are purchasing, they are providing depreciation under 15%. So every year depreciation will be provided at the rate 15%. As per annum has not been specified in the question, even then depreciation is calculated every year because depreciation will be provided only at the end of financial year. And they are providing depreciation under straight line method. What do you mean by straight line method? Whatever is the annual amount of depreciation for first year, the same amount will be taken for second and subsequent years. This is called as straight line method. And what are the different names for straight line method? The names for this method are straight line method, equal installment method, fixed installment method, and original cost method. Another machine was purchased on 1st October 2010 for rupees 50,000. So Karthik and company, they have purchased a machine on 1st January 2008 first. Later on 1st October 2010, they are purchasing another machine for rupees 50,000. So till the year 2010, they will be providing depreciation on only one machinery, and from 2010 to 11 financial year onwards, they will be providing depreciation on two machineries. The company closes its accounts every year at the end of the financial year. The company is following to maintain its accounts on the basis of financial year. Prepare machinery account for first 4 years. You are required to prepare machinery account and for 4 years. So let us solve the problem. Here is the solution. Here is the format: date, particulars, JF, general folio, amount rupees. Date, particulars, JF, general folio, amount rupees. What is the asset that you are purchasing? Machine. So you will be writing the name of the asset as machinery account. So what is the format? Date, particulars, JF amount, general folio amount. This will be represented as DR debit and this will be represented as CR credit. Date, particulars, JF amount rupees. So first Karthik and company, they are purchasing the machine on 1st January 2008. So the date will be taken as 1/1/2008, that is 1st January 2008. They are spending 1 lakh rupees on the machinery. So it will be recorded as to bank account 1 lakh rupees. This financial year will be ending on 31st March 2008 itself. This financial year will be ending on 31st March 2008 itself, because financial year starts on 1st April of one year and ends on 31st March of another year. But here, as we are purchasing the asset on 1st January 2008, then it means this financial year is being started on 1st April 2007 and will be ending on 31st March 2008. So we are not purchasing the asset at the beginning of the year, that is on 1st April 2008. So we are purchasing the asset on 1st January 2008. So for the first year, the year will be taken as from 1st January 2008 to 31st March 2008. So the calculation here will be only for 3 months. So here depreciation will be provided only for 3 months. What is the rate of depreciation that you are required to calculate? The rate of depreciation is given as 15%. So what is the cost of the asset? It is given as 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into 15 divided by 100 into 3 divided by 12. Why you are calculating depreciation for 3 months? Because we are purchasing the asset on 1st January and we are using it in the first year for only for 3 months, that is till 31st March 2008. So from 1st January 2008 to 31st March 2008, the calculation will be only for 3 months. So we are providing depreciation at the rate 15% for 3 months only. 3 divided by 12. What is this 3? This is the time period for which the asset is being used from 1st January 2008 to 31st March 2008. What is this 12? Number of months in a year. So what is the calculation? 1 lakh into 15 divided by 100. What is the 10% for 1 lakh? It will be 10,000. What is the 5% for 1 lakh? It will be 5,000. So what will be 15%? It will be 15,000. So 1 lakh into 15 divided by 100, it is 15,000 into 3 months divided by 12. 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. So now coming to the calculation, 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, 4 threes are 12. Then you will be left out with 3. 3 and 0 it becomes 30. 4 7s are 28. Then you will be left out with 2. 2 and 0 it becomes 20. 4 5s are 20. Then the amount will be 3750. So what is the amount of depreciation that you are going to provide for 3 months? The amount of depreciation will be 3750, whereas the annual depreciation for 1 full year will be 15,000, because 1 lakh into 15 divided by 100, it is 15,000. But here we are taking it as 3750 because the asset is being used only for 3 months, from 1st January 2008 to 31st March 2008. So this will be, the value of the asset will be reduced by 3750 because we are providing depreciation. So how do we balance the account? Here the total is 1 lakh rupees and here the total is only 3750. So what is the highest value? 1 lakh. So you will be writing 1 lakh on debit side of machine account as well as 1 lakh on credit side of machine account. When you subtract 3750 from 1 lakh, the amount which is left out is 96,250, which will be recorded on 31st March 2008 as by balance carried down. It means that the value of the machine at the time of its purchase was rupees 1 lakh, but after 3 months when the financial year is about to end, when the financial year has come to an end, the value is reduced by 3750 by providing depreciation. So the value of the machine at the end of the first year was 96,250. So whatever is the closing balance at the end of the first year, it will be opening balance at the beginning of the second year. So it will be written on its immediate next date as 1st April 2008, and the balance carried that we have written here as by balance carried down, the same will be written here as to balance brought down. 96,250 was the carried down value, so the brought down value will also be 96,250. It means that the value of the machine at the beginning of the second year is 96,250. Now this financial year will be ending on 31st March 2009. As I said, every financial year starts on 1st April of one year and ends on 31st March of another year. So this financial year is starting on 1st April 2008. So it will be ending on 31st March 2009. So at the end of the second year, again you are required to provide depreciation. But this time, as we are following straight line method, what do you mean by straight line method? Whatever is the amount of annual depreciation, whatever is the annual depreciation amount at the end of the first year, the same amount will be written as depreciation in second and subsequent years. So what was the annual amount of depreciation for 1 full year? 15,000. But here we have taken it as only 3,750 because we have used the machinery in the first year for only 3 months. But coming to second year, the machine is being used for 1 full year, from 1st April 2008 to 31st March 2009. So depreciation will be provided for 1 full year whose amount was 15,000. So the depreciation will be taken as 15,000. Now how do we balance this account? Here the total is 96,250, but here the total is only 15,000. So what is the highest value? 96,250. So 96,250 will be recorded on debit side of machinery account, as well as 96,250 will be recorded on credit side of the machinery account. Subtracting 15,000 from 96,250, the value which is left out is 81,250, which will be written as by balance carried down on the date 31st March 2009, and the same will be brought down to immediate next year on its next day as 1st April 2009 to balance brought down 81,250. Then what does it mean? The value of the machine at the beginning of the second year was 96,250. At the end of the second year, the company has charged the depreciation at the rate 15% and they have reduced 15,000 from this. Then the value of the machine at the end of the second year becomes 81,250, and whatever is the closing value at the end of the second year, it becomes the opening value at the beginning of the third year, which will be on 1st April 2009. So this financial year will be ending on 31st March 2010, and again you are required to provide depreciation for full 1 year. That will be written as by depreciation account 15,000. So how do you balance the account now? Here the total is 81,250, but here the total is only 15,000. So what is the highest total? 81,250. So here also you will be writing it as 81,250. Here also you will be writing it as 81,250. Now how we got the value 66,250? We have subtracted 15,000 from 81,250. Subtracting 15,000 from 81,250, the value which is left out at the end of the third year is 66,250, which will be written as by balance carried down on 31st March 2010. So whatever is the closing balance at the end of the third year, it becomes the opening balance at the beginning of the fourth year, that is on immediate next day of 31st March 2010, which will be 1st April 2010, and is written as to balance brought down 66,250. This financial year will be ending on 31st March 2011. From 1st April 2010 to 31st March 2011, we come across the date 1st October 2010. The question has specified that another machine was purchased on 1st October 2010. So during the year from 1st April 2010 to 31st March 2011, we come across the date 1st October 2010. So here Karthik and company, they are purchasing another machinery for rupees 50,000. As they have purchased the first machinery and they have written it as to bank account, similarly when they are purchasing for a second machinery, even then they will be recording it as to bank account. But the first machine was purchased for 1 lakh, so they have written the amount as 1 lakh, and the second machine is being purchased for 50,000, so they will be writing the amount as 50,000. For this year, they have 2 machines with them, so they will be providing depreciation on 2 machines. So what is the annual amount on the what is the annual amount of depreciation on its first machine? It was 15,000. So on 31st March 2011, it will be recorded as by depreciation. In brackets we have written Roman number 1 because it is the depreciation which is provided on first machine, which is annually 15,000. Now coming to second machinery, what is the value of the machine that we have purchased? The value is 50,000. And what is the rate of depreciation that you are required to provide? 15%. So the calculation will be 50,000 into 15 divided by 100. So 50,000 into 10 divided by 100, it works out to be 5,000, and 5% works out to be 2,500. So 15,000 will be 7,500. But we are not going to provide depreciation for 1 full year because second machine was purchased on 1st October 2010. So the calculation will be from 1st October 2010 to 31st March 2011, which works out to be for 6 months: October, November, December, January, February, and then March. So the calculation will be done only for 6 months into 6 divided by 12. So what is the half of 7,500? The half value of 7,000 is 3,500 and the half of 500 is 250. So the value will be 3,750. So here we are providing depreciation on second machinery as 3,750 because we have used the second machine in this year for only 6 months. So